Hello everyone, today we will discuss our next thinker and the name of the thinker is R.K. Merton, and his contribution in the field of sociology is functional paradigm, then conformity and deviance, then latent function and manifest function, and then reference group. So in this lecture we will discuss only conformity and deviance concept given by R.K. Merton. Now one thing which I want to convey here is, कभी भी यूपीएससी में कोई सा भी क्वेश्चन आएगा, ये चार टॉपिक्स जो इनके चार कंसेप्ट्स हैं, फंक्शनल पैराडाइम, कंफर्मिटी एंड डेविएंस, लेटेंट एंड मैनिफेस्ट फंक्शन एंड देन रेफरेंस ग्रुप, इससे बाहर नहीं आएगा. जनरली इफ यू आर अनलकी तो कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि दे आर आस्किंग यू समथिंग डिफरेंट, बट स्टिल वंस we should focus only on the functional paradigm, conformity, deviance, latent function, manifest function and then reference group, then each and everything related to R.K. Merton, at least in sociology, will be over and you can write a very good answer in your exam. Now the second point, which is very important, ki there are 6 thinkers in sociology. The first one is Karl Marx, the second is Durkheim, the third is Max Weber. They are very simple thinkers and the concept given by them can be easily understood. Now there are 3 thinkers which are very technical in nature. G.H. Mead, जो हम already कर चुके हैं, टालकट पार्सन, उनके 2 concept हमने already पढ़ा हुआ है, and then this is R.K. Merton. तो R.K. Merton के हम बारे में सारा चीज़ पढ़ेंगे, but in this lecture we just focus only on conformity and deviance. और conformity and deviance पढ़ने के बाद I will assure you that if there will be any question, any type of question in UPSC paper, definitely you will solve it. So let's start with conformity and deviance. Conformity and deviance. Conformity and deviance. So the name itself suggests its meaning. Conformity means conform, to conform. Deviance means to deviate. Now what is conformity and what is deviance? Conformity simply means if an individual follows the rules, regulation, norms and values of the society, it means he is conformity. It means that thing is conformity. Means if an individual just following the rules, regulation, norms and values of the society, it means he is showing a conformate behavior. Now what do you mean by deviance? If an individual is just not following the rules, norms, regulations and the value of the society, it means he is a deviant person. Okay, what is conformity? Means conform, those who is following the laws or the rules of the society, those who are obstructing it or not following. Okay, so this is called conformity and this is called deviance. So there is another concept called tolerant limit of the society. अब इसको कैसे समझते हैं? फॉर एग्जाम्पल विलेज एरिया में कई जगह इंडिया में ऐसे ऑर्थोडॉक्स रीजन है जहां बोला जाता है कि लड़कियों को जीन्स वगैरह पहनना अलाउ नहीं है, वेस्टर्न क्लोथ्स वो नहीं पहन सकती. तो ओके फाइन, तो वहाँ मान लो कुछ लड़कियां गई, दे आर फेमिनिस्ट इन नेचर, दे सेड कि नो वी वांट टू वियर वेस्टर्न क्लोथ्स. तो विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम उन्होंने रेजिस्ट किया, रिवोल्ट किया, ओके ठीक है. बट कुछ समय बाद विलेजर्स ने बोला अच्छा ठीक है, इट इज अलाउ फॉर यू टू वियर वेस्टर्न क्लोथ. बट व्हाट हैपन आफ्टर फ्यू टाइम्स, कुछ समय के बाद अगर दे आर डिमांडिंग दैट वी वांट टू वियर बिकिनी, तो क्या होगा? रिवोल्ट होगा, क्योस क्रिएट होगा. इट मीन्स इफ सोसाइटी एक्सेप्ट यू, अगर सोसाइटी का टॉलरेंट लिमिट है उसके विद इन अगर आप कोई बिहेवियर शो करते हो, जब तक वो टॉलरेंट लिमिट को क्रॉस नहीं करता है तब तक वो डेविएंट कहलाता नहीं है. अब वो डेविएंट बिहेवियर हो जाएगा उन वुमेन का, दोज हु वांट टू हैव वीकनिंग. Okay, so this is conformity, means conforming the laws of the society, and the deviance, deviant person who is not conforming the norms and the laws of the society. So in introduction itself we need to define the term that what is conformity and what is deviant. And deviant वो होते हैं जब सोसाइटी का टॉलरेंट लेवल क्रॉस हो जाए और जब हम बिहेव करने लगे, दैट रिजल्ट इनटू अ डेविएंट पर्सनालिटी, डेविएंस. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी व्हाट शुड बी द causes of deviance. Causes of deviance. Martin give this concept and he analyzes lots of causes. कि what should be the cause of deviance? The first cause is anomic. The first cause is anomic. इसको normlessness situation भी कह सकते हैं कि when the first cause is anomic, when society moves from one stage to another stage, means when a society moves from primitive stage to modern industrial society, then there are a lots of changes that takes place in society. When society moves from primitive stage to modern industrial society, then there are lots of changes that are happening in the society, but the norms and the values are still the previous one. So in such situation, anomic situation arises and anomic leads to deviant behavior. ठीक, अब इसे एक एग्जांपल से समझते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, आप विलेज एरिया में हो, यूपीएससी की तैयारी करने से आईटी सेक्टर में जॉब करने आए हो गुड़गांव में, बट विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम यू सेड इट टू योर होम कि आई वांट टू मैरी विद माय कलीग, जो मेरी कलीग है मैं उससे शादी करना चाहता हूँ. यू आर शोइंग अ डेविएंट बिहेवियर. क्यों? क्योंकि आपके पेरेंट्स जो विलेज एरिया में बिलोंग करते हैं, दे आर जस्ट स्टिकिंग टू द ऑर्थोडॉक्स रूल्स, primitive rules. They are in the primitive areas, okay, and now you are in the modern industrial society. अब यहाँ नॉर्म्स एंड वैल्यू ऑलरेडी वही हैं. आपकी सोसाइटी चेंज हो गई है, सोसाइटी चेंज हो गया, आप अर्बन एरिया में आ गए. अब बोल रहे हो कि आई वांट टू हैव लव मैरिज नॉट अरेंज मैरिज, डेविएंट बिहेवियर शो कर रहे हो. तो हियर द नॉर्म्स एंड रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन स्टिल रिमेन द सेम. तो जब सोसाइटी मूव करता है वन स्टेज टू अनदर स्टेज, देन इफ द नॉर्म्स एंड रूल रेगुलेशंस आर नॉट चेंज, then it lead to anomic condition and that led to the development of deviant behavior. So this is the first cause which causes deviant behavior. Now what should be the second one? The second one is contradictory norms. Contradictory norms. It means multiplicity of norms. If the norms in the society are contradictory in nature, अगर सोसाइटी में norms contradictory हैं, तो people are not able to understand that which norms I had to follow. It creates chaos in the society and that led to the development of deviant behavior. ठीक? If there are contradictory norms in the society and people are confused to which norm I had to rely on or which norm I had to follow, which created chaos in the society and that led to the development of deviant behavior. So this is the most important reason why people are showing deviant behavior in the society. The first is conformist, who was conforming, and the second is deviant behavior. अभी हम आगे stages भी पढ़ेंगे, पांच तरीके पढ़ेंगे in which an individual is responding towards a society. Now what should be the third important cause? This cause of deviant behavior is very, very important. This one is वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि इसी से आगे मटन के कॉन्सेप्ट्स हम पढ़ेंगे. और कभी भी इफ देयर विल बी अ क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड टू conformity and deviance, then we need to focus on this point. Okay, so deviant behavior कब occur होगा? He said that when there is no coordination between culturally defined goals and structurally available means, then anomic situation occurs, result into deviant behavior. No coordination between culturally defined goals and structurally available means. Okay, इसको inverted comma में लिखिए. This is very important. When there is a lack of coordination, when there is no coordination between the culturally defined goals and structurally available means, it leads to an anomic situation in the society, normlessness situation in the society that causes deviant behavior. Okay, deviant behavior कैसे होता है? क्यों? क्योंकि there are some culturally defined goals and there are some structurally available means. Okay, there are some culturally defined goals and there are some called structurally available means, and when there is lack of coordination between culturally defined goals and structurally available means, then it leads to anomic condition in the society, normlessness condition in the society that leads to deviant behavior. So this one is the third reason where we can say that deviant behavior can occur in the society. So the first should be introduction, means what is conformity, what is deviant behavior, and then what should be the causes of deviant behavior. In the last section, in the third section, not last, we need to know the criticism also. This one is the third part, that how an individual respond to a society, and this is very important कि जब एक कोई इंसान deviant behavior society में show करता है तो वो respond कैसे करेगा society में. So there are 5 ways in which an individual respond to a society. Now the first one, which is very important, 5 ways. Okay, there are 5 ways in which an individual respond to a particular society in particular circumstances. So we are going to discuss the first one. The first one is conformity. The first one is conformity, and here the culturally defined goals and here the structurally available means, और ये हम बनाते भी जाएंगे. Now what is conformity? Okay, conformity, culturally defined goals and structurally available means. Conformist people are those people who are just following the norms of the society and they are conforming the means and the goals of the society. वो मीन्स पे भी और गोल्स. ठीक, they are just following the both thing. They are just following the both thing. They are also following the means and they are also following the goals. Structurally available means, पहले means यहां लिख दो. This is means and this is goals. Culturally defined goals and structurally available means. Conformists are those people who are conforming, who are following both the means and the goals of the society. So they are conformist in nature. They are not revolting at any circumstances. So they are following the both means and the goals. So they are called conformist in nature. They are called conformity. The first response to an individual towards our society is conformist behavior. Now they are always at the top of the hierarchy. Hierarchy क्यों बोलते हैं? ये एक pyramid है. Hierarchy क्यों? Because those who are at the top of the hierarchy, they are always in minority and they are governing the entire societies. The second, those who are in majority, they are always at the lower stratum. They are always at the lower strata of the society. ठीक? So they are always the elite class. ठीक? Means, goals. They are following the means, they are following the goals, and they are always in elite class category, higher status in the society. They are enjoying a higher status in the society. They are placed at the top of the society. Okay, so they are conformist in nature. They are called conformist behavior. Okay, the first one is conformity. Now we are going to study the second important response of an individual. The second important response is innovation. Okay, we are going to study innovation. Innovation. This is means and this is goal. ठीक ना? Now, who are innovators? Innovators कौन कौन होते हैं? Who are innovators? इसका मतलब ये होता है, if an individual or a group who is just following, who are just influenced by the goal, but they are not following the means. They are just influenced by the goals. They are much more dedicated towards their goal, but avoiding the legitimate means. They fall into the category of innovators. इसका बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल दाऊद इब्राहिम. He was a son of a police constable in Bombay. He was much more committed towards his goal. Goal क्या था? Lots of wealth and materialistic lifestyle. But his means was not legitimate. क्यों? इसलिए नहीं था क्योंकि अपने गोल के लिए उसने मीन्स अवॉइड कर दिए. मीन्स कुछ भी हो सकता है. उसने ट्रैफिकिंग की, ड्रग स्मगलिंग की, बम ब्लास्ट किए, जो भी इलेजिटिमेट मीन्स होने चाहिए सब किए. दे आर मच मोर मोटिवेटेड बाय देयर गोल्स एंड अवॉइडिंग द स्ट्रक्चरली अवेलेबल मीन्स. ओके, and they are called innovators. They are always placed at the lower strata in the society. यहाँ पे placed होते हैं lower strata. They are placed at the lower strata of the society. They are called innovators. पहले वाला क्या? Elite class. They are at the higher status. They are placed at the higher position in the society. They are at the lower strata. This is called innovation. The second response. Now what should be the third, which is very important, is ritualism. Ritualism. Ritualism means and goals. Ritualism. These are those people who are just following the means and they are not worried about their goals. They are not worried whether we get success in our life or not. They are just following the means. Why they are just following the means? Because they are over socialized. वो इतने सोशलाइज्ड हो चुके हैं कि दे जस्ट डोंट वांट टू ब्रेक द लॉज ऑफ द सिस्टम एंड दे आर जस्ट फॉलोइंग द मीन्स एंड अवॉइडिंग द गोल्स. मीन्स दे आर नॉट वरीड अबाउट देयर गोल्स वेदर वी गेट सक्सेस और नॉट इन आवर लाइफ. दे आर रिचुअलिस्टिक इन नेचर. रिचुअलिज्म. मॉर्टन कॉल देम अ स्टिकलर क्लास. वो स्टिक किए रहते हैं अपने मीन्स पे. दे आर नॉट avoiding, they are not avoiding the rules and regulations of the society. So they are also called as stickler class. They are just following the means and avoiding the goals, the structurally available means and culturally available goals. Coordination इनका change हो रहा है ना. There is lack of coordination between structurally available means and culturally defined goals, and then it lead to a deviant behavior. इसका best example हम समझ सकते हैं. A person who is in Delhi preparing for civil services, अगर उसे पता चल जाता है, नहीं, एक लाइव एकदम रियल एग्जांपल आपको बताता हूँ. आपने एक ही इज एन IPS ऑफिसर, अभी वो सस्पेंड हो चुके हैं शायद. व्हेन ही रोट देयर मेंस, तो उन्होंने एक ईयरफोन का यूज़ किया और हाईटेक ईयरफोन था. ईयरफोन यूज़ करके कि कोई समवन इज सपोर्टिंग हिम एंड ही इज राइटिंग हिज मेंस पेपर. तो he is just fall into the category of what? Innovators. उनके means नहीं this वो नहीं that IPS officer fall into the category of innovation, avoiding means and just functioning on goals. Now इसमें क्या होगा? Means and goals में here we are going to follow the means and avoiding the goals whether we want to get success in our life or not. इसका ये example है. If you are in Delhi for preparation of civil services exam and you know the syllabus of UPSC, but what happened with the passage of time? You realize that I am not able to qualify this exam because the syllabus is very lengthy or the examination paper is very tough. Okay, now your goals, you are avoiding your goals. Means ये है कि मुझे पढ़ना ही पढ़ना है. I am not bothering about my future. I am not bothering whether I am able to get in the final list or not. So you are not worrying about your goals. You are just following the means. कि पढ़े जा रहे हैं and at last I will be in the final list. So I am not bothering about my goals but stick to my means, following the rules and regulation. Okay, और means ये होगा कि आपको prelims देना है, mains देना है, then interview देना है. और उसी में इफ वही जो IPS ऑफिसर है यूज ईयरफोन, अगर आप चीटिंग करते हो तो यू आर कमिटेड टुवर्ड्स गोल बट अवॉइडिंग द लेजिटिमेट मीन्स. सो दे आर कॉल्ड इनोवेटर्स, they are called ritualistic or ritualism, the third way to respond in the society. Okay, now we are going to discuss the fourth one. This is very important and they are very less in number. They are called ritualism. They are called ritualism. Ritualism means and goals. Means and goals. So they are those category of people who are avoiding both means and goals. They are much more influenced by means and goals. They want to get some goals in their life with the help of a right legitimate means, but by their nature they are abandoning their means and goals. For example से आप समझ लोगे. For example, those people who are drug addict, who are smugglers, drug addict, alcoholics, psychopath, they fall into the category of ritualism. They are very less in number in the society, but fall into the category of ritualism. Okay, इसमें आपको एक चीज बताना भूल गया. In ritualism, if there is hierarchy in the society, so in this lower middle class fall into the category of ritualism. Lower middle class, they fall into category of ritualism. और यहाँ drug addicts, smugglers, psychopath, they fall into the category of ritualism. Means they are abandoning both means and goals, even though they are much more dedicated toward their goal by following the means, but at last by their nature they are abandoning both. Okay, example समझ में आ गया. Now we are going to know the third major response, and that is known as rebellion, जो इस समय हिंदुस्तान की जरूरत है. Rebellion. ये रहा means, ये रहा goals. Rebellion. They are those category of people who are avoiding both means and goals and give a new goals and legitimate means. First, they are abandoning the both means and goals which are present in the society, and they give a new means, legitimate means and goals. And generally, they are in upper middle class category. Upper middle class category. Best example for this is गांधी, लेनिन. तो अभी हिंदुस्तान में रेबिलियन की जरूरत है. ठीक, इफ यू वांट टू गेट समथिंग गुड इन योर लाइफ, देन रेबल बनना सीखो. रेबल एक साउथ इंडियन मूवी भी है, बहुत अच्छी मूवी है, उसे देखना. दिस इज रेबिलियन. Means they are just avoiding the means and the goals, and at last they are providing the new legitimate means and the new goals. Just like example Gandhi and Lenin, and now they are in the category of upper middle class. So these are the 5 ways in which an individual can respond to society showing the deviant behaviors. Okay, and at last we are going to study our criticism. कि criticism क्या होता है. Criticism, which is also very important. कोई भी concept पढ़िए उसके criticism याद रहने चाहिए, क्योंकि UPSC will set it to you. Critically analyze the concept of R.K. Mutton. Critically analyze the concept of reference group. Critically analyze the concept of suicide. तो उसमें criticism आपको पता होना चाहिए, तभी आप दे सकते हो. Now the first one is Albert Cohen. Albert Cohen. Albert Cohen said that कि non-utilitarian crimes are not discussed by R.K. Mutton. Non-utilitarian crimes are not discussed by R.K. Mutton. क्यों? क्योंकि देयर आर सम क्राइम्स. अभी जैसे आपने इलाहाबाद में देखा होगा कि प्रोटेस्ट स्टूडेंटों ने किया और उनकी बहुत ज़्यादा पिटाई हुई है. पटना में भी ऐसा चल रहा है और उनकी पिटाई चल रही है. तो दे आर नॉन यूटिलिटेरियन क्राइम्स, मीन्स दे आर नॉट मोटिवेटेड बाय सम फैक्टर और टू अर्न अ लॉट्स ऑफ मनी. वो एक जनरल वे में है कि हमको ये चीज चाहिए, आवर डिमांड इज दिस, उसके लिए हम प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं और उसके लिए वेंडलाइजेशन हो रहा है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल वेंडलाइजेशन. ओके, so Albert Cohen, non-utilitarian crimes are not discussed by R.K. Mutton. Now the second important criticism which is given by Walter Miller. Walter Miller. Second important criticism, Walter Miller. He said that what R.K. Mutton said, he said that the criminals are from the poor strata of the society. They belongs to the poor category of people are generally criminal in nature, or they belongs to the lower strata of the society. Walter Miller says that, he said that not all the criminals were from the lower strata of the society. There are some societies, or there are some places, culture in India where a child is trained to become criminal. For example, कंजर्स. ये एक ट्राइब है, नॉर्थ वेस्ट इंडिया में पाया जाता है, मेनली पाकिस्तान में भी पाया जाता है. यहाँ पे इस ट्राइब का कल्चर है कि अपने बच्चों को ट्रेन करते हैं टू बिकम अ क्रिमिनल. कभी किसी को दिखाया, उठाया, मतलब कुछ भी, बंदूक दिखा लो, उड़ा दो. सो अब इस टाइप के सब कल्चर को मटन कभी डिस्कस किया ही नहीं. सो दिस इज द मेजर इंपॉर्टेंट क्रिटिसिज्म, दैट इन सम सोसाइटी सम पीपल आर ट्रेन्ड टू बिकम क्रिमिनल्स and not all the criminals were from the lower strata of the society. Walter Miller. Now the third important criticism which is given by Marx, it's a Marxist theory of deviance. Marxist theory of deviance. Marxist theory of deviance. What Marxist theory of deviance said that? It said that it is the economic structure of society which led to deviant behavior. Okay, it is the economic structure of society. Because हिस्टोरिकल मेटेरियलिज्म में हमने पढ़ा है, जो भी सोसाइटी होती है उसमें सरप्लस होता है, एक हैव्स होते हैं, एक हैव नॉट्स होते हैं. हैव्स are in minority and they are just controlling all the capitals of the society. So the economic structure of the society will be the main reason for deviant behavior in the society. Not कि जो आपने ritualism, ritualism और ऐसे ऐसे बोले हैं, वैसा कुछ नहीं है. It is the only economic structure of the society which led to deviant behavior. So this is the third criticism. Now let us revise. R.K. Mutton, his 4 contribution in sociology is functional paradigm, conformity and deviance, latent function, manifest function and reference group. बस यही पढ़ना है. Then what is conformity and what is deviance? Those who are conforming the norms of the values, those who are not conforming the norms of the values, and they are just using illegitimate means or legitimate means to challenge the authority. Now what should be the causes of the deviant or deviant behavior? The first is anomic, means normlessness causes. The second is very important, that is multiplicity or contradictory norms. The third is very important, which is called no coordination between the culturally defined goals and structurally available means. When there is contradiction between these two, then what happen? Anomic situation result into the deviant behavior. Now there are 5 ways in which people can respond to a particular society. In a particular society, 5 ways in which a people can respond. The first is conformist. They are always at the higher status of the society. They are just following the means and the goals of the society. What about innovation? They are innovator. They are just placed at the lower strata of the society and they are just avoiding the legitimate means because they are much more dedicated towards their goal. उसके लिए वो illegitimate means का भी use कर सकते हैं. Now the third one is ritualism. They are those category of people who are just following the rules and regulation. Innovators, those who are much more dedicated towards their goal and they are just not bothering about their means. They can utilize the illegitimate means to get their goals, okay, and they are placed at the lower strata of the society. Now the third one is ritualism, just following the means, and they are not bothering about their goals, and just they are in the category of lower middle class. The fourth one, which is very important, is ritualism, means they are just abandoning both goals and the means, okay, they are dedicated but they are abandoning both goals and the means. And in this category mainly we include psychopath, drug addicts and smugglers. Now the fifth one is rebellion, means they are just abandoning, means avoiding both means and the goals, okay, and giving a new means, legitimate means and the goals. And for example, Gandhi, Lenin and many more, Nehru and all, now they are just placed at the upper middle class in the society. These are the 5 ways in which a society can respond. At last we are going to study the criticism, the first given by Albert Cohen. He said that non-utilitarian crimes are not discussed by R.K. Mutton. The second one is Walter Miller. He said that in some societies like conjures, people are trained to become criminals. Such type of society, such type of subculture is not discussed by R.K. Mutton. At last, Marxist theory of deviance, the major criticism, he said that the deviant behavior in society is not because of all the things which are given by R.K. Mutton. This is only because of the economic structure of the society, because the minority of the people are controlling the majority and the maximum number of, they are controlling a majority of capital and the majority people and exploiting the poor. So this is all about R.K. Mutton, conformity and deviance theory. In this way we need to cover each and every topic with a very defined फॉर्मेट, स्ट्रक्चरल फॉर्मेट. अगर आप ऐसे कोई भी टॉपिक्स को तैयार करते हो, डेफिनेटली यू विल स्कोर अ लॉट्स ऑफ मार्क्स इन सोशियोलॉजी. और ऐसे ही थोड़े थोड़े पढ़ना है, बिकॉज दिस इज द क्रैश कोर्स लेक्चर. दैट इज द रीजन आई एम नॉट प्रोवाइडिंग द डिक्टेशन. ये क्रैश कोर्स लेक्चर है, इसलिए इन फाउंडेशन बैच जो मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ, वी विल प्रोवाइड यू द डिक्टेशन ऑल्सो. और जब आपको डिक्टेशन मिलेगा, देन it will act as a personal notes. Then there is no need to make any personal notes by your own. So this is all about today's lecture. We will discuss next concept in next lecture. Thank you so much.